Well, hello there, Cancers. All right, Cancers, let's get into it. Cancers, we are starting to feel the effects of this last quarter moon phase in this cycle, so it's time to finish strong, right? Finish strong, finish strong. So, whatever's going on in your life right now, remember you are a humanitarian as well. You have purpose, you have a mission here on this planet to make your life better and the lives of whoever is assigned to you, right? Right, that's right. What's your mission? Why are you here on planet Earth, right? Let's get into it. Let's get into it, Cancers. Let's go. I've already prayed over your cards. Let's see what's in them. Let's see what's in your cards, okay? Let's see what's in your cards, Cancers. Let's go. I'm talking to you wherever Cancer's in your birth chart. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. All right, Cancers, let's go. Let's see what's in your cards. Let's see what's in your cards. All right. First card out of the deck is a Death card. Here we also have the Nine of Cups. Here we also have the Two of Cups. Here we have the Ace of Cups. Here we also have the Queen of Cups and also the Queen of Pentacles. So Death card connects us with it's a new you, a rebirth you, right? Remember, Pluto is retrograde and Pluto is one of Scorpio's ruling planets. So as you're going through this rebirth, this metamorphosis, this powerful transformation that you're going through during this flower moon, you're also making sure, like I said, a lot of your wishes are being fulfilled. That 9 lets me know death, rebirth. Your intuition has heightened, right? Your intuition is stronger and stronger and stronger. Here we also have the Two of Cups. So source is saying soulmate energy is coming across your path, but it also makes you super attractive to energies that are also very thirsty. So there's a lot of energies that really are attracted to your energy. So be very careful with, energies that will, just come to just grab water and just, bolt out of there, right? So here we also have the Ace of Cups. So this is where, again, you are saying you're grateful for just the past, leaving the past behind when you didn't know any better, when you poured all your water into relationships. So water, what symbolizes quality of relationships, friendships, emotions, feelings, subconscious habits, your moods, sensuality, sexuality, healthy range of emotions, creativity. So when source is saying, if you're looking at this right here, in order for you to make it here to Queen of Cups, you would have learned how to first drink from your own cup first. Make sure you're hydrated. That's you pulling your birth chart and finding out what your moon sign is and nurturing yourself before you can pour into anybody else. And so that's what somebody has learned how to do. So adjust your crown, Queen of Pentacles. A lot of people hold you in very high regard. The new you, a lot of people see you as very creative, very nurturing, right there where you are. You're a Cancer, right? So you're the mother of the zodiac and the money sign. I'm talking to men and women Cancer. So people hold you in very high regard, and they see you as a person who has created a life for yourself, that a lot of people are drawn to your water. They're drawn to how you created a life for yourself, right? And so keep that same momentum. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up, Cancers. Keep it up, because you all are doing a great job, right? So there's a lot of energies. Like I said, source is sending, sending soulmate energy across your path. And you're gonna be grateful that the past is behind you when you're connecting with energies that you feel like they are just as compassionate as you are. It's just like I said, it's an easier life. Like it's gonna feel like, okay, this is exactly the type of friend that I've been praying for. These are the type of sacred connections that I've been praying for. That's what I'm seeing for you all. Here we also have the Temperance card. Here we also have the Death card again, the High Priestess card, the Empress card, the Sun card, and then also the Lovers card, the Temperance card. Yeah, so somebody definitely, prayed for harmony. You have a loved one on the other side that's reminding you that you came from a long line of people who root for the underdog. So, but somebody just kind of like stayed in that grieving mourning period. Let me see the best way I can describe it, Cancer. It would be like it's almost to your detriment. Like you would be that type. You would have been. Let me say you were in the past. Like you would have been that friend that if a person was grieving and mourning, you would have stayed on that path a little bit too long, to a point that you would have actually become that, like just to walk that path with them instead of being the one. Now you're the person that's like, I'm gonna encourage them to get up. I'm going to encourage them to, hey, let me pour into you. Let me teach you how to pour into yourself. So, you know, it's not going to help me to get drained right there with you. Then neither one of us are any good, right? So now you're the person that's like, let me help pour into you. You know, that's who you are now. The death card came out twice. And so you have a loved one on the other side that was helping you to see that. Like, you know, here we have the Empress card. It's like you actually limit your own abundance by staying on the grief side without helping other people to go to the rebirth side, right? You're sitting, you know, just staying at the pity party too long. You don't even get a chance. You actually, you know, you stay there in that pity party without helping them to get up when you know you have the tools to help them to get up. You have the water to help them to get up. And so that's what somebody's learning how to do. That's what you're learning how to do, is you're helping people to, you know, learn how to pour into themselves and just get back to a place of success and joy and peace back in themselves. And that's that high priestess energy. Like once you know, have weighed the pros and cons of situations and you said, okay, let me assess the situation. And so let me see where I can kind of sort of help people, you know, just kind of sort of help them. And that's what you're learning how to. So some kind of partnership in business and or in love is coming now that you help some people, now that you have helped pour into, you know, show some people some compassion that really needed because they were going through, you know, the end of some situations in their lives. Maybe you had, you know, some loved ones who were ending a job or friendships or, you know, closing out something, like closing out cycles of their lives. And so sources like, what you want to make sure you don't neglect yourself, you know, in your personal and your professional life. So I got you. That's what sources saying. I got you. Living water from within. So that's good stuff. So like I said, whatever you've been praying for, keep it on the throne. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, because people see you as down to earth. They see you as relatable. And so now it's time to take a quantum leap into your own future. So your wishes are being fulfilled now. So here we have Six of Cups. So childlike faith, strength card, Queen of Pentacles. Again, here we have the Ten of Swords. Here we also have the Seven of Swords and the Star card. Six of Cups here. So swords are saying move forward in childlike faith. Here we also have the Strength card, which lets me know that you actually drew your strength from within, right? So when we talk about the sun, we talk about your purpose. Like you drew you're proud to have purpose on planet Earth, right? But you also learn how to pull your birth chart and find out what your moon sign. So you learn how to. It would be equivalent to like, okay, you're proud to be, you know, to have learned what your purpose is on planet Earth as a humanitarian, like to become a better human being. And then now, and I also know how to nurture myself. So I got my sun sign and my moon down pat, and I know the other parts of my birth chart. And so now I can be a better human being overall for mankind, yourself first, and then other people. So that's what I'm seeing for you. You're learning how to help other people through, you know, their situations as well, and help them to be hopeful and you know, to find their star, you know, in the sky. And so here we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So, okay, you know, came out twice, you know, in the cards. So again, helping them to find their throne of just being down to earth, quite relatable, you know, that kind of thing. And that's what you're attracting. You're attracting other people like that too. Here we have the Seven of Swords, and then also the Ten of Swords, right? So you're teaching people how to be a little bit more strategic, you know, on their journey, excuse me, when they're going through the end of a cycle. And instead of staying at that grieving and mourning at the end of a cycle, how to get up from that cycle and move forward. Because Ten of Swords, you know, 10 is a number for instant manifestation. So when they want to just lie in the bed and just like, woe is me, you know, everybody's betraying me, I feel so sad. You're the one that's helping them to get up and develop some kind of a strategy. You say, okay, you know what? It's rebirth time. It's time to, you know, get up, dust yourself off. You still have purpose here on planet Earth. That's you, Cancer. You're that person that's helping people to kind of, you know, get back into things, right? So, and help them to operate in childlike faith moving forward. So that's what I'm seeing for you. That is what I'm seeing for you. Here's the Hermit card. So somebody was wondering if they were good enough or if they was worthy. Like kind of getting messages through, like when you got to go back through your mind, you were wondering if you were good enough or if you were worthy, as you pouring so much into other people and not necessarily having that same reciprocal, if you were good enough or you were worthy in terms of romantic relationships, now that your wishes are being fulfilled. And Source is saying absolutely. So one of somebody's wishes were filled was like your high priestess gifts being increased. Another one was if you're worthy or good enough. Yes, so that's two. Then, trying to find out why you overstay in other people's pity parties. You got the answer to that. Three, you got a guardian angel that visits you in your dreams, talking to you, guiding you through your day, night, all of that. Four, now you got some kind of partnership in business coming across your path. Five, you were able to tap into the sun within yourself and then outside of yourself to do cleansing. Six, I mean, like your wishes are being fulfilled left and right. And I'm only giving you some examples, Cancer, but it could be more, more than that. So Source just wants you to move on in childlike faith, and just your relationships in general. And also, here's another one. Somebody wants to increase their skill set. That's going to make you more money, right? So that's another one, right? So that could be like somebody taking some classes, going back to school, like really believing in yourself again and putting a manhole cover over the past when you didn't believe in yourself. And just like quieting out all the negative noise. That's what I'm seeing in your cards, right? Or people just from your past that want to pull you back to negative land, Yeah, there it is right there. Energies from your past trying to come back in. Like, let's see who's trying to come back in from your past. It looks like some past love interests are trying to come back in. Yeah, somebody's partnership in business and or in love from your past is trying to come back in. Somebody is still holding a space in their heart for you from the past, still trying to come back in. Because they feel like you still got some kind of secrets that you were holding on to. Like I said, it's a no for you because you're not going backwards. So Source is saying, yeah, toss it into a burning bowl. Toss it into a burning bowl. They're just a master manipulator. Yeah, toss it into a burning bowl. It could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Source is saying, put it into a burning bowl. Toss it into a burning bowl because you have clarity of sight now. Like you see things so much clearer now that you didn't see it before. This is fire, but also this is too. So you're doing sunbathing. You're saying no. Your head and heart are no longer at war with each other as far as that's concerned. You may not have seen it before, but now you see it. Yeah, now you see it. Yep, here we have the Queen of Wands. Yep. And you're feeling happy and free and just a lot of good energy. You're just inspiring people to, again, if they want what they, go after what they want, is first they got to protect their water. That's what you're inspiring people to do, is protect their water. So, yep. Queen of Pentacles again, right? So again, not only are you, inspiring yourselves to just kind of sort of like sit on your throne and just inspire other people. Here we also have the Four of Pentacles too. It's just like the more and more you pour into people, you teach other people how to pour into themselves, Cancer, and you help people to adjust their crown, then the more they're able to help you whenever you feel like your water is low, right? And so that's what I'm saying. Source is putting you around other energies that's helping you to adjust your crown too. Here we have the Queen of Swords here. So this is all good. When I look at your reading, this is all good really, because there's more than one star shining in the sky. And it doesn't really matter what your age is, what your socioeconomic status is. Doesn't really matter what your background. None of those things are. Source is saying to you, your community is coming together. And this is exactly what you pray for, is sacred bonds coming together. That's why there's so much water here, because the first time we experience water is in a womb. And that's why you have the Death card, because it's like death to the old toxic relationships that felt like a scorpion sting and just felt like just very toxic and just, felt like, You know, people were on get back time. Like, think about a scorpion sting and like, okay, it just felt like it was just toxic, right? And so, but think about the rebirth side. That's what you have a guardian angel saying, look at it from a higher frequency. The longer you stayed in that grieving mourning process with people, and it's like hurt people, right? Versus let me give people the tools that they necessary. Now that I know what tools I have available to me, I can give people the tools to help them to learn how to nurture themselves so that I don't get stuck by that scorpion sting. And I'm like, whoa, I was just trying to help. And then what is this? Like, okay, I guess, I guess that's what it is, right? So that's what I'm saying for you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying for you. Here we also have the Hierophant card too. So I feel like you have an innate spiritual understanding of things, just kind of sort of where you are right now, and finally getting some rest. Getting some sleep. And just like I said, not overthinking anything. Somebody's getting off the fence of overthinking because you're giving people water. You're telling people, hey, look, I can lead you to water, but you have to, I can't make you drink it. And so you're grateful that the past is behind you. So that's what it is. You're grateful that the past is behind you. So now you're not stressed over all of that, nervous and scared. And when you see the death cards, like, oh, is somebody going to die? No, you're just thinking about a rebirth. Yeah, so somebody's thinking more of like a rebirth to the other side. And that's where you are. That's exactly where you are now. So this is all good. All good, all good, all good. Let me see if there's anything else, Cancers. Let's see if there's anything else. So yeah, so more water is actually being added to your gift. And when I say more water, that's more intuition. So Source is saying the more and more sacred connections that you make with people, and you're helping people to adjust the crown. It's like adjust their crown. And Source is putting you in contact with other energies who know themselves, right? Not energies that's coming to steal your intuition and steal your gifts. They have their own gifts. You all are sharpening each other. It's like iron sharpening iron. Not energies that just want to just drain you dry. They have their own gifts, and you all are just like sharpening each other's gifts. That's when it's gonna hit somebody like, wow, these are the relationships that I prayed for. These are the ones that I prayed for. So that's what I'm saying for you. So even if something overlaps because there's nothing new under the sun, you won't feel like somebody, just, drained your energy. So, yeah, so somebody definitely feels happy and free. Somebody definitely is in really good spirits. Yep, there it is. Chariot card. You're actually being rewarded for moving forward. When somebody was at a fork in a road and you're trying to decide which way you go, which way you decide to go, you had a feeling, okay, I need to release something, right? I need to release something. And that's what somebody did. Somebody just said, I'm pulling out my sword. Yeah, somebody pulled out this sword and moved on. Tossed something into a burning bowl and went on. Here we have the Temperance card. Something somebody saw in a person that you just decided you didn't want to align with them. And I feel like somebody could saw somebody's temper. I feel like somebody saw a temper in somebody, and something about that just did not sit well with you. And see, there's a difference between someone who is very spirited and fun and someone that you just seeing something. You saw something like something in their spirit is like I don't know what it was. Somebody saw in somebody's spirit. It was like, And even though you know that almost like something didn't even call for all of that. Like, like, okay, now this is somebody's doing the absolute most. It didn't even call for all of that. Yeah. Or maybe it was a look that somebody gave or something that you saw is like, okay, they got something about their spirit was just very vindictive, or just something you saw something. Yeah. Here we have La Bruja. Yeah. I feel like somebody saw something with a family member or a loved one, where somebody did some kind of dark spell work or something you saw. I'm talking about like you saw with your own two eyes. And that's when they talking about just saw in the spirit. You saw with your own two eyes, like somebody is up to some kind of dark spell work, and that something didn't sit well with you. And you say, oh no, nope. So that's how you learning how to. You keep your water clean, and you're trying to teach people, like, to show people, okay, that's some kind of dark stuff that people are into. There's a difference between knowing it and practicing it, because when you're knowing it, you say, okay, you can help people to say, okay, that's what you identify as something that's going on, and you didn't watch out for such and such and such and such. And then, but I feel like somebody saw something with a loved one that was very close to you that you had to warn somebody about. Like, okay, here we have the Six of Cups here. Yeah. So yeah, when I say that your spiritual gifts are actually being increased, yeah, your spiritual gifts are actually being increased. And yeah, when you seeing something, when you seeing loved ones, you like, something about the people that they're around some people that's just something is off, right? So yeah, so you come through a long and arduous journey, and so when people are around people that they just wanting to be accepted, and they want to be accepted and approved by people and that kind of thing. And so I feel like, this is something connected to some family, either your family or somebody else's family or whatever. It's like just not a good thing. And so it's like you're passing down golden nuggets to people, like, you want to be a part of this group or be a part of that group. Some people doing some stuff, like I feel like when in these sacred spaces, you're kind of alerting people to some things. Like, you may not know what this means, I know what that means, but you may want to be careful, with X, Y, and Z. Just trying to help some people who may not know what's going on. So, and again, Source is actually rewarding you for that. Source is actually rewarding you for that. Just with your High Priestess gifts. Like I said, somebody's gifts has definitely been increased. And you're actually being rewarded. This is right here. You're actually being rewarded. Make a list of pros and cons. It's time to heal your wounded healer, which is your Chiron, Chiron. Your enemy's plan backfire. Somebody was definitely trying to do mirror magic on you. Basically steal your spiritual gifts, steal your intuition, and then project something else onto you. So to make you look like, you were into darkness, like you were on the dark side and that they were on the light side, but it backfired. See, your enemy's plan backfired. So Source actually increased your gifts. So you deserve the best. See, your heart is in the right place. I'm telling you, y'all are really sweethearts, Cancer. Ask Source for clarity. Like, yeah, water is flowing to you. Things are flowing to you like water. Be patient. Your answers are coming. You're closing out cycles. You have the gift of clairvoyance. You just see things clearly. And some energies from your past really miss you. Follow your heart. Somebody apologizes for hurting you. Your ex wants to return, but y'all know how that goes. Here you have the gift of deja vu. That's remembering the future. Don't give yourself a headache over it. Somebody would just have a spirit of lust. Somebody who wants to call you, but they haven't changed. Like I said before, your gifts have actually been increased. I do see somebody meeting somebody. For those of you all who are single and you want to be married, I do see somebody getting married. I do see somebody possibly having a baby or two, maybe grandkids. If you already have, if you want grandkids or something, somehow giving birth to something, even if it's projects or, a book, or because I see somebody is very creative here. So something that you've been wanting is happening. You know what? Even if it's not you getting married, if it's like, let's say, for instance, you say, okay, You want to be single, and you've always wanted for your sister or brother to get married because you've always wanted a brother or sister-in-law, and you always wanted nieces and nephews. Not everybody wants to be married, right? That could be it too. Or let's say, for instance, you say, okay, you've always wanted to create whatever you wanted to create, a business or whatever, because we now this is the flower moon phase, right? So we're talking about we had a full moon, full flower moon. You're talking about planting seeds to grow. Sources putting you around other people that are very connected too. They're very well connected. They're helping you to adjust your crown. They're the ones that's also pouring into you, like you've been pouring into other people as well. Source has actually selected you for that, so it's not like you're asking to be picked or chosen by them. Source has actually selected you, so that's what really matters most. And so if you feel like if you feel like you need to make some decisions about some things, to make, ask some questions, like now that you're on the rebirth side, and get some rest. Anybody that's trying to rush you to make a decision about some things, then that's a flat out no. But source is saying, tell people that, hey, I need to sleep on it. I need to get some rest. I need to pray about it, whatever the case may be. Because so other energies are trying to pull, like I said, somebody's ex friends, even ex family members or whatever, trying to pull you back into some things. If you could just keep this in mind, while Pluto is retrograde, it's like stronger than just like regular moon phase, because regular moon phases, as the moon moves from one zodiac sign to the next every 2.5 days, Cancer, there's a light and dark side of the moon. So the normal pulling you back to the dark side of the moon of confusion, right? Oh, I'm not really sure, that's normal, right? That's you're ruled by the moon. You already know that. But Pluto being retrograde, being the outermost planet, going through a major reset for the whole world, restoring the world to balance, restoring our physical bodies. The whole earth is being restored to balance, right? That can throw a whole lot of people off. And just what in the world is happening, right? All you need to know is, if it's a situation, let's just clear this up right now. If it's a situation that you prayed to get out of, that shouldn't even be a I don't know. That should be a firm no. You prayed to get out of the situation, whether it's a job, friendship, whatever situation, and the situation wants you back to come back into the fold, that's a no. Even if they have evolved, that's a no. That's too triggering for you. That would absolutely it would distort your intuition, because again, we're all in human form, and so just the emotional aspect of it, right? It'll just distort your intuition, because water is also intuition. It'll contaminate your intuition. You're talking about making sacred bonds, and when you're talking about stepping into new relationships and making sacred bonds with people, bringing that toxicity even into a new circle will be felt by new energies who have also made the commitment to detach from karmic relationships. So that will instantly be felt. So that's what Source is trying to tell somebody, is like, you got new blessings big time coming your way. And so take your time to step into these circles. Take your time, because you're closing out cycles. You're good enough. You're worthy. And so you're highly intuitive. There it is. I am intuitive. You have keen awareness of what's happening around you. A strong intuition is your gift, and it'll help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. This insight allows you to be a great guide and supporter. That's right, great guide and supporter. All right. Great guide and supporter. Great guide and supporter. 34. There is no need to fear, dear one. Protected you are, and protected you will always be. That's right. You got roots real deep. Protected you will always be. Protected you will always be. All right, one last card, and this is it. Cancers, one last card, and this is it. So yeah, both in your personal and your professional life, you have made, some drastic changes here. You're on the rebirth side, and remember, as long as Pluto is retrograde until October 11th, you can write that date down. World is being reset. Source is just, bringing you into these sacred bonds with energies. So slow down, take your time. These are bonds you prayed for. I am at peace with my past. That's it. I am at peace with my past. That is what I have for you. Thank you for joining me. I will see you all in the next reading. Bye.